Hi guys and welcome. So today is Sunday, May 18th, and we're going to make a card together using these two standalone stamp sets from the new annual catalog. These are in the 2025 through 2026 catalog. One of a few sets that I bought. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's bring my cutter over and let's cut down some cardstock. Alright. So I'm going to cut this to, let me think. So I'm going to do this at 5 by 3 3/4. I'm going to do this 1/8 of an inch wider. You know what? Yeah, no, just an 1/8. So I'm going to go 5 and 1/8 by 3 7/8, and then I'm going to do a piece of basic white. Let me grab from my stash. Let me grab one of my layers that I've already done of the white, but we're going to cut it down. So since this green, pretty in pink was 3 3/4 by 5, we're going to cut this down to 3 1/2. Oh, right there. 3 1/2 by 4 3/8. I'm sorry, 4 3/4. So now that's just one of the standard go down layers. 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. All right. What we are going to do is we are going to take this. Maybe I want to cut that down. I think I'm going to cut it down 1/4 more on each side. I'm sorry, not 1/4 more, 1/2 more on each side. Because I want that pink to show up. All right. Now, so there's where we have, because what we're going to do on this, let me put this back over here on the side. What we're going to do with this is, do I want to do tone on tone, or do I want to use the Versamark? Let's try Versamark. How about that? We haven't used the Versamark for a while. So let me grab that out. Let me grab out a block that will fit that. This is block H. All right, so let's go ahead and let's, oh good, I had it cleaned off. Sometimes, I don't clean it off. And I'm just gonna go straight up and down for this background. So let's go there. And depending on how much I can see it, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. And as it dries, it'll get a little darker. It'll be a very faint background. Now let's bring that up. Like I said, as it dries, it'll get darker. But you see how it just kind of a very light background. All right, so let's go ahead and take this, grab my tape. Now I know it's going to be a very small layer, so I'm going to put this just on the inside. I'm not going to turn that card upside down because I'm afraid that, the Versamark takes just a little bit longer to dry. So let me go ahead and make sure we have our little thin border around most of those edges. There. And now that we have it against that dark border, you're going to see those dots show up just a little bit better now. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this piece, because this is what we're going to be stamping on. And I think what I want to do trying to think what I want to do. I don't think I want to splatter the background. Let's see. Let's do, oh, I should have thought about this. Let's see. Let's take a block. Let's take a block that's a little bit bigger. Oh, you're gonna hear my husband yelling at the dog. All right, so let's take this block that's just a little bit bigger. We're going to take the markers. Let me grab, let's see, Petunia Pop and Pretty in Pink. This is the side without the grid on it. And let's just kind of go in there. Get some pink in the inside. Oh no, we'll flip it over. Pink on the inside there. And just a little bit more. We'll just kind of dot that around. All right, let me grab, let's see, where are my, I don't know where I put my little spritzers. Where are my spritzers? I haven't moved things around, so they should be over here. Ah, they are. Let me see if I can find one with stuff in it. Now I might have to put something in there. Let's see. Yeah, all right, so this has alcohol in it. That'll work okay. Even though these are the, I'm going to spray this down here. Even though these are the Stampin' Rights, you usually use water on that. I'm going to see what the alcohol does. I may not like it, because usually you use water on. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me wipe that down really quick, because I don't want to, because I'm going to go with the markers again. I'm going to see if I can find one of my spritzers that actually has water in it. Alcohol, H2O. Let me look at a few more. I have a bunch over here. Let me see. One of these has to have water in them, right? Ah, here's one that has a little bit of water in there. All right, so let's try this again. Make sure that's pretty white, well dry. Let's go. This time we'll go half and half. How about that? That pink is really light. All right, this time let's spritz water on it. And now let's see what this does. Let me bring it back over on the glass. Oh, it's already dropping down. Yeah, you can tell, because with the water, it comes out a lot more. And if you leave the block for a little bit, it's going to smush, 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 smush even more so. All right, so there, that looks good. Let me grab all of these. I have just a few spritzers. Whenever I have an order that I want to get to the next level, I just add a few of those. So let me put them back over here on my side counter. All right, and that should give this enough time to dry. Yep, it's all dry. So let's go ahead and I should probably heat set it, because I don't want the black ink to smear. So let's just do this for a sec, because there's not a lot of water on there, but it's enough. And usually when the card isn't buckling up, it usually means that it's pretty dry. All right. Feels a little wet still. We're going to try it though. And I'm going to do the love you. All right. So let's put the love. Is it big enough? Oh, that block is just a little bit too tiny. Let's see. Is that the bigger block? No, that's the same one. All right, we have to go up to the size. So we'll go ahead and put them at the same time. I'm going to try to line them up at once. No, I'm not going to, because it could be different thicknesses. Is that the right word? Depths on the stamp, since this is more of a solid looking, and that is just is the singular line. All right, let's see how this looks. I'm going to hold on to it for just a sec again, just in case there was just a little bit of wet left on there. Oh, that looks good. Did I sound like Bob Ross there? Oh, that's so beautiful. Sorry, did I just age myself? You guys know who Bob Ross is, right? Make sure I get that U pretty well inked up. And now, just because I don't really like the white that's around there, I am going to I'm going to rip it. And of course, since it's wet, it's going to show some of that, ooh, hopefully that's dry, some of that color on the edge, because it's not completely dry. This will also take away some of those spots on the edges where the water did not, the ink didn't really react to the water. Ah, that's nice. I like that. All right, let's go ahead. About time to do a new sheet. Let's go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back. Since I do have water on there and the paper's not completely dry, I'm putting a few more than I usually do, just because. Let me do a whole string going down that way, and let me get this other string on the edge for right there. Okay. Let's go ahead. Ooh, my goodness, I pulled that whole drawer out. Let's go ahead and lay this down. I think we need some embellishments. What do I want to use? Let's use the 2025-2027 in color pearls. Oh wait, don't I have, no, we're going to use, because I just got these in. These just came out in the annual catalog. So this is a 2024 through 2026. So all of our in colors are in this flat pearl, which I don't think has happened before. I think usually they do one style, one the other, but these are gorgeous. I just got them in. So let's go ahead, cut off that side so that I can slide out. Oh, look at those. Oh, they're so pretty. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll put a dark one here. Let's do another dark one there. Let's do a light one there. I feel like that gets lost. Let's do 5. Oops, there was the dog. Let's do one there, and let's do one here. And now let's put that all down on that white piece, that white base. Move everything over here. So I'll clean up just for now. Wow. He wants to go for that walk. All right, let's put this down. And let's lay that right over the top of that. And there you are. Look how pretty. Very simplistic, but also very pretty. All right, let me show you the other ones that I did. This, I used the Stamparatus. We don't have the Stamparatus around anymore because another company said that they had the whole hinge mechanism, even though theirs is a permanent hinge and ours was the stair step. So that's how I did this. That's that, oh my gosh, I can't even think of the word now. Stacked looks, because you can move the plates down. So that's how I did that one. And then I forgot that the blue and the pink made a dirty brown. I forgot my color theory there. But I still thought that looked okay. And then here's this one. On this, I took the thinking on my block and I curved it just a little bit. So that is usually straight like these are, but I curved it on the block. That way that thinking has a little bit of a uphill look. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, share on your social media, send a comment. I try to answer all comments. Most of all, have a great Sunday. Bye for now.